Okay, 30 seconds, guys. What is it you do?
Okay, you can take that one.
Can I talk now?
Yeah, you can talk.
So,
Permission granted.
we help small businesses do content marketing, so that's like things like videos and blogs and podcasts and social media. We help them do that like really creatively to help them grow the business, get more business online.
Okay, cool. Is it as much fun as it sounds?
Yeah, it's so much fun. Or it should be.
Should be fun. If
And
it's not fun, you're
doing
doing
it
it
wrong.
wrong.
Yes,
Yeah.
I get that. This is going to thump the microphone as I put my cup of tea down.
Oh, that's nice. I can get that before.
See how it goes. All right, and the way we've been working together a bit on marketing and stuff, which is how we kind of know each other. But now I have to confess, right? I've never seen you guys present live.
Wow.
I've seen videos of you guys present live, particularly a big gig in America. So just what was, because that was huge, right?
Yeah.
That was our biggest gig
That was
so
some
far.
of our highlights.
That was Social Media Marketing World 2017. So we've been attending that now for 3 years. This is our third year attending, but first year speaking.
Okay,
So that is kind of the big
speaking
gig.
to how many people there?
Hundreds and hundreds of people.
Yeah.
Like 300 or 400 people. Which is cool.
That's great, it works out.
That was like the biggest audience we've ever spoke at by far.
And does that make a difference? Does the size of the audience, does that make a difference to how you guys feel about when you're talking?
It didn't affect me as much as I thought it would be. I don't know why. I felt like the bigger the audience, the less you see the audience.
Yeah,
almost.
that's true.
We had a lot of our friends on the front row as well, so that really kind of made us a bit more at ease.
Okay, I love the fact
There
you've
were
got
lots-
enough friends to take to America to do
Yeah,
that. I don't have enough friends to fill the front row of anywhere, let alone take to America. Okay. There's some interesting research behind that. I don't know if you've read it, but there's this idea that up to a certain number we are socially conditioned to try and have a personal relationship with all the people in the room.
Right.
After that, our brains go, I can't cope with that many personal relationships, so I'm just going to call everybody a blob, a mass, a thing, an audience. And at that point, it starts to get a little bit easier to...
That's interesting.
I'd agree with that. I think what helped was, because we knew it was going to be a big audience, we put in so much more effort. And we rehearsed it a lot more than we would usually.
Okay.
So, it was twofold. So there was more pressure to perform what we'd rehearsed, but then it was easier because we'd rehearsed it and we knew it was going to be good.
Okay, all right.
So I feel like it was easier and harder as well.
That's begging two questions. The first is, how much rehearsal do you normally do? And how much rehearsal did you do for this one?
So, like, in the past, we have literally just, like, winged it. Like, we've created our slides. Especially when we know it's going to be a long one. Like, say if it's like a 3-4 hour workshop. When we're meant to be talking
so
to
yeah,
people.
training is different,
Yeah. But we have winged shorter presentations as well.
We
But
usually
we don't
run
usually.
through it at least once or twice.
Yeah.
I'm usually the person that says, I will be fine. Andrew's the person who's like, let's rehearse
so you're the grown-up in
Let's
the
rehearse this
exactly.
at home, on the car journeys to work, on the way to the building. Let's get there an hour early, let's rehearse it.
We have like completely different styles because I'm great at memorizing words to say.
He says modestly.
Yeah. Where
He
Pete
is really good.
is
He's got the
like
best memory ever.
so irritatingly bad at memorizing what we're going to say. But he's cool about that, right? He's cool about that. He doesn't really care. He's like, oh, it'll be fine on the day. And I'm nervous because I know he hasn't memorized it.
All right,
So I'll talk more passionately about stuff,
Yeah.
whereas he will
I didn't think you
deliver
wanted
the
that.
line that we've practiced.
Yeah.
So are you suggesting then that having rehearsed it and practiced it kills the passion and kills for you guys, that is?
I think I need to know it comfortably.
Yeah.
I feel like if I don't know it, if I haven't rehearsed it, I babble on.
You know what's actually interesting? Like,
So if
the
I
more-
just sit here with no questions,
Just keep on going and going.
like if the really interesting thing was, leading up to this conference, I was completely cool with it. I was really excited. I was looking forward to it. I thought it's going to be amazing.
Cool.
We've been through the presentation a couple of times. It's going to go great. Andrew was a bag of nerves, right? Like leading up to it, right?
Yeah.
On the day, because we rehearsed it so much, he was fully confident. Like he could recite it backwards.
Neat.
Whereas I became more and more nervous because I was trying to remember lines.
Okay, so just just from my perspective as a presentations trainer, he's right. Because he's more confident on the day.
Yeah.
So
whereas I was like really nervous that whole day.
Right.
We were speaking at like 4 o'clock.
Right.
So for the whole day I was like really panicking, and every time we rehearsed it that day, like I just couldn't get it right.
Alright, so how many times did you go through it?
That day?
Yeah.
2 or 3 times.
2 times in the
Like
full day.
properly.
That would be
And
about right.
rehearsed the beginning like a few
Yeah,
times.
The beginning was really funny. Like the first 10 minutes, we just couldn't do right, like one way through. The end of it, we were fine with. So I think we rehearsed the beginning maybe about 7 times.
All right, okay. From my
Probably
perspective,
more,
that's interesting because
Yeah.
what a lot of people do is they make the mistake of rehearsing their presentation all the way through and going, oh, that bit was crap, and then they do the presentation all the way through. And what you're saying is that you were much smarter than that. You went through it, you found the bit that didn't work, and you just went over that
over
bit.
and over and over and over and over.
Yeah.
Far more efficient way of, The difference is that going through the whole thing is what we call the rehearsal process.
Mm-hmm.
The going over the bit that's crap and making it less crap,
Yeah.
that's called practice.
Yeah.
And people confuse the two, so you're pretty efficient at that. That's
We learned that off somebody to, when you practice, don't practice because you can be like, oh, I'll say that differently when I do it live, or blah blah, let's carry on.
Yeah.
Whereas the difference between that and a rehearsal is, if it's rehearsal, if you make a blunder, you just have to keep on going. Because that's what's going to happen
live. That's
live.
what it's like in real life.
So pretend that it's live. So one of the things that helps me when I practice, because I'm never nervous, I'm never that nervous when I do a talk normally. So this time I was nervous, but one of the things I do that helps me a lot is visualize the audience while I'm rehearsing. So rather than just like rehearsing it like slouched, I'm like, blah blah. I can see the audience in front of me. I can picture the room. I can imagine people. And
Absolutely. I mean,
there's the woman with the complete face on her. There's the person that's on the phone. There's the person that's laughing at everything we do.
There's even some apps that help with that. Have you seen them?
No.
You get a Google card, the 3D visualization thing, and you put your iPhone in there, and it shows you a 3D rep of an audience, so you can.
That is
insane.
If you're claustrophobic, it's not so good. But it's a really good way of kind of getting used to the audience. And honestly, I wish more of my clients did that, because what they do is that, I'll get that right on the night.
Yeah.
And you just look at me and you go, no, you freaking won't get it right on the night. You're practicing it wrong and making it wrong.
So the interesting thing is, when we did the talk, like the whole talk went completely fine. It was great, but like the very first line, I completely screwed up.
If you're going to screw up any line, shouldn't be the first one. Okay.
The first line is
Your first line.
Yeah,
I had the first line, which I nailed.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I see a divorce happening.
Yeah.
Right.
So he goes, the first thing you need to know about this talk is, and I say, there's 2 of us.
How can you screw up that line?
And
he goes, there's 3 of us.
No.
There's me, him, and his ego.
And I completely like blank the situation, and I'm like, what felt for me was like 5 minutes. It was probably like a
2
snapshot.
seconds,
But like I was like, shit.
Brain
Oh
freeze.
no, I don't know it. And I looked across at Andrew, like, I forgot I'm alive. I have no idea what I'm gonna say. Help me. I could see Andrew's face like, you're gonna ruin the biggest moment of my life right now. And then I was like, my mouth's going dry, I feel sick, I'm gonna start crying. I was like, oh my god, it felt like the worst thing ever.
If only you had comments, I can tell you how to get past that.
Well, I just paused, took a breath, and all of a sudden it all just came to me.
Alright. The hormones,
and I delivered it, and it was fine. Like nobody would have noticed.
No, to be honest, a few people.
Of course not. And there's a hormone that kicks in your head at that point called cortisol, which I'm simplifying a bit, but what it does for your brain, what adrenaline does for your body.
Yeah.
So if you're in that, oh
Yeah.
my god, kind of fight or flight thing, and one of the things cortisol does is speed up your brain.
Okay.
So what feels like 10 seconds to you is like 1.5 seconds out in the real world. So you're going, oh my god, I'm going to die, 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 and the audience is going, he's blinked.
Yeah.
It's a very common
Yeah,
problem.
so that was quite interesting.
That's interesting.
But after we'd nailed the beginning, like the rest was fine.
It's
Yeah.
fine.
Cool. Okay. So what was the process of creating it then? Because I know we've talked a little bit about rehearsing it. How did you design it?
I don't know. I feel like everything starts on our whiteboard. Everything
That'll
what
be-
we do.
that'll be that whiteboard,
one
yeah.
there, yeah.
The magic Andrew and Pete
And we just write down everything that we want to kind of get in the talk first.
Yeah.
Like,
Then
what's the main message that we want to have people take away? Like,
Yeah.
what's the key?
Then we are massive fans of Google Drive, so we usually have a doc on there where we kind of not script the talk, but maybe work out. We maybe script like the beginning, like what we want to say to get people in, and then talk about the different points in order of what we want to do, put them in, play with that for a little bit. Then it comes to like graphic design of the slides.
Okay, hold right there. So the
alright,
first thing you do is it's an iterative process for you. It's about figuring out what the hell you wanted to say
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
And
Like
that's,
in a
and
big
that's
brainstorm.
right, and that's
Yeah. Edit
analog.
that.
There's no computers involved in that.
No.
Yes, get in. Because like the vast majority of my clients, make a presentation, okay, and they open up their laptops and fire up PowerPoint, and you just
Right.
no car crash happening right
Because
there.
like if you just start making a presentation, you start to like waffle. You don't know what the order is. You don't know what the best order is, and then because you've done half of it, and you think, oh, this would be better there, but I can't be asked.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So, we do the brainstorm, then we write it down or we order it, and make more
and
notes.
Then
on
you
that.
go for the computers after that.
Yeah, I mean, we even let that sit with us for a few days.
Quite right.
So, like,
72 hours is
if it's like if it's a piece of training that we really know inside out,
Yeah.
and like this is the process, we'll map it out on the board. This is the process that we use, and we can just get that down. But if it's like a more
Like a
inspiring
style
keynote kind of
talk.
style talk, where we want that aha moment, and we want a mind shift, and it's not just about giving tips and a process, then that's a lot harder.
Yeah.
Because then you need to think about stories to go in it, and
Yeah, okay.
and challenges
Because they're the
or
emotional
help
way
to
you connect with an
challenge.
audience, and they're the way. That's the way of getting aha moments when you tell a story and the audience feels like they're inside that story because
Yeah.
that story is okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's designed first, analog. That's very similar to our process. Our process is do what you do, but we do it on post-it notes.
Okay.
Because it's easier to shuffle them around than it is.
Right, yeah.
So it's the same principle, just
Yeah.
taking that one step further. And then you mentioned the actual graphic design. So
Yeah, so it's quite. I feel like this is completely wrong, but it's quite important for us that it looks nice. So, and we can't create anything unless that thing has some kind of branding behind it.
okay.
So usually for our keynotes, every keynote looks slightly different. So we've got like our overall style, which has like our colors that we use emojis a lot. But then it was like, how do we create this talk? So we use some specific emojis and we designed some template slides.
Yeah.
Then once we've got the template slides in place, which can take a couple of hours, it's
Spot on.
ready to go.
Yeah, okay, so what I'm hearing you say is that every presentation slide deck is custom designed
Yeah.
from scratch
The big ones are.
to do what needs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
If it's
like-
just a couple of mates and you think, oh shit, that'll do.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
for a big thing,
Yeah. Like every week we do a new masterclass training for our membership site, Atomic. And in that we have a template and we just update the template.
Sure.
Every now and then.
That's also very different because that's an online thing rather than
Yeah.
Yeah.
face to face.
True. But if we're doing a big talk, they'll probably have their own theme.
Yeah.
Like this talk we did last time was like a beach theme, because we at the end our massive aha moment was like an acronym for the word beach.
Brilliant.
So we go through all these 5 points and then we reveal at the end that it's actually an
Like an
acronym
acronym.
for the word beach.
Brilliant.
And
there's a
everyone's like,
loads of really
Like
good
round of
things from to
applause.
comment on there. The first is the big reveal at the end. The big aha is a
Yeah.
really powerful thing. The second is you were talking about it's important to you that slides look nice. There's a shed load of research that says that people remember stuff more if it's
that's
attractive.
good.
Yeah.
You know? Some of the early research was done in courts of law, and you discover that if you're good looking, you're less likely to be found guilty. So you're screwed. And you just get away with murder. So there's a lot of research behind. Well, I don't know. And so you're nearer me. I'm more frightened of you. There's a lot of research behind that. And the other thing you talk about the acronym thing there.
Yeah.
People are much more likely to remember pattern than data.
Yeah.
And an acronym is
Yeah.
kind of the ultimate
Yeah.
pattern help there. So there's some really powerful tools that you're using there.
So, and then to emphasize that, we had beach balls. So throughout the conference, we were giving out beach balls that said "Content's a beach," which is a play on words
There's
for.
a bit of a nasty pun there as well. Yeah. I'm liking
But
that.
people found that hilarious.
It's a bit of a competition to get people to your talk because there's
Yeah.
like 3,000, almost
It's like
4,000
3,000 to
people.
4,000
Yeah, okay.
people that go.
And there's like 10 talks on at a time. So you need to
Okay.
get people to yours.
But that's good though, because that means you're only ever talking to the people who want to hear your content.
Yeah.
There are no bums on
Exactly, yeah.
seats who are just zombies.
True.
That's a good point actually.
That's nice.
So we gave out these beach balls, but never explained what it was about. So when they came to the talk, the slides were all kind of beach themed.
Right.
There was beach balls, and
The
they were,
conference had a beach theme as well,
Yeah.
so it
So
worked.
it all
So we
fits
had
in
like
nicely.
surfboards
Yeah.
on stage with
Yeah,
us and
nice.
things like that.
I did
so.
wonder where that had all come from.
Yeah.
I'm thinking,
Yeah.
how have they got those surfboards through customs? that was good. Okay.
we had to order 200 beach balls to the conference organizer.
Who blew them up?
Yeah, we blew up a few as we went, and then we had our friends in our front row helping us.
Okay, so again, I don't have that many friends.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
And some of them
We handed them
some
out just
Right.
deflated so they could take them home.
So here's the killer question then. What would you do differently?
Get our first line right.
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh, I never thought about that. What would we do differently?
I think it was perfect.
That's a lie. I've seen the recording of the rehearsal. Seriously, what would you? Because one of the things that everybody always forgets about a presentation is that they are so, just like you, focused on the presentation, and they walk off stage and think, that's over.
Yeah.
And that's it.
My one niggle with the presentation was that we probably spent double the amount of time on the first point on the B than we did on the each.
Yeah.
So I don't
Is
know
it
if we should have
EACH or EECH?
EACH.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that should have been timed differently, but we had a lot of cool things to say about the B.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. What would we have done differently? At the very end of the talk.
Shall I edit this bit out? Would we go?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Very end of the talk, we had 10 beach balls on stage, and we signed 3 of them,
Yeah.
and we kicked them out into the audience. And whoever caught the signed beach balls won a free consultation with us to talk about the
No,
Twitter
because I was going to ask with that because the presentations are always about doing something, about changing something, and
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's all well and good to change things for the audience, and they go, "Oh, I've got some fantastic content to implement."
Mm-hmm.
But it's also about making it value for money for the presenter as well. So that would be a way of getting some stuff in the chat.
However, it's a lot hard. Like, I pictured doing this in my head. We couldn't really rehearse that part, kicking these beach balls out. But I pictured it like the crowd going crazy, everyone trying to catch these beach balls. But then in reality, beach balls are very light.
And they don't go very far.
And they don't go very
Don't
far
go
at
very
all.
far at all.
So your friends in the front row
So,
ended up with
Yeah, the friends in the front row just got hit in the face by a beach ball.
and I'm thinking of
But
that.
they go like really fast, and then because there's nothing to them, they just kind of go.
Yeah.
So the back row wasn't really getting a look
Never
at
stood
it,
a chance.
No.
You should have thrown something heavier.
Yeah.
You should have thrown him. Anybody who catches
Fancy.
feet gets a free.
Well, I think we should have got the people to hit them round. Like
Yeah,
past
okay.
the parcel
And
stall.
then
Yeah.
after 10 seconds you blow a whistle and whoever's holding it at the end of that
Yeah.
time
Yeah,
gets
that would
the-
have been good.
That would have been better.
That's why I do what I do.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell us that beforehand?
Because you didn't ask. Alright, cool. Is there anything else, guys? How do people get in touch with you if they like your style, if they want to work with you, if they want to go and do some really cool online content marketing? How do they find you?
So our website is andrewandpete.com.
God,
We got that
andrewandpete.com with
domain
genius
name.
originality.
Yeah,
We are
it takes a while
we are
to think
basically
about.
Andrew and Pete on everything as well. So
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Snapchat, all of those.
YouTube is Andrew and Pete TV.
That's true.
Okay, so you've been Andrew, he's been Pete,
Mhm.
I've been Simon, and we're done.